doing so good. Yeah, never leave a door open. Never leave the door open. Talk about the analogy with the 66 caliber cannon and pulling the hammer back and wounding him with every shot, and then, but what did he have to fight with? A beanbag, and he was shooting his toes off with it. Yeah, he wasn't doing much good with this, tangled with us. When he was tangled up with us, he just wasn't making much headway, was he? Mr. Haynes, oh my goodness. Oh, they were all excited. Did you hear them? They was all excited. Flustered, frustrated, and they was jumping up and down. Yeah, I could hear that going on. Well, you know, the most fun I had was when Brother David come in there tonight, and he was actually getting out. I mean, he was able to do it, and this time, and I think he did a real good job, and then we kind of double teamed them too. You know, shoot, it don't bother them or triple team them. You mean, it don't bother them to jump on 110 at a time, you know. No. WA5ENG. Boy, I feel like hammering dog hockey. There's some bug trying to get you. Oh, them little typhoid married bitches brought it home from school, gave it to my wife, and then she gave it to me, and we've all felt like hell all week, but this boy's really got me today. Yeah. Yeah, the kids are always bringing presents home for you. We hadn't heard from Brother Jesse tonight. So, y'all want to hear my skunk story? Oh, I do. So this morning, a good friend of mine that works for a vet clinic up there was going to come over here and get my daughter's show heifer and take her up there, see how far along bred she is. And anyway, so I go out there to unlock the gate and look over there, and in there where the heifer's at, you know, we got about a little acre spot right there, and maybe a half-acre spot right there where the heifer's at. I look over there, and there's a damn skunk running around, and I thought, oh hell, as long as he stays over there, I'll leave him alone, he can leave me alone. And about the time I saw it, the damn dog saw it. So the dog takes off after the skunk. And he runs up there to the skunk, and he sniffs on it a little bit. And I'm hollering for him, you know, don't mess with the skunk, come back. Anyway, about that time, the damn skunk turns around and starts chasing the dog. So the dog runs a little bit, and it turns around, and it goes back after the skunk. Well, now the skunk's headed right for me. And anyway, so I figured he'd break and turn at some point. I don't know, he's coming right for me. So he gets about 10 or 15 foot from me, and then if somebody would have had a camera, it would have been probably gone viral on Facebook. My fat ass running. I was kicking myself in the ass trying to get away from that skunk. Anyway, I run up in the house, got my 12 gauge, was going to come back out there and shoot it. I come back out there all winded and everything, and look around, dogs laying on the porch, skunks nowhere to be found, so yeah. I got this damn skunk around here. I'll be in your house. I didn't know I could still run that fast. That skunk never did spray one time. So I'm hoping the damn thing's not, not rabid or something, because they normally don't come out in the day like that.
Well, that's what I've been told by veterinarians, that if you see them in the daytime, more likely than not, they are rabid.
Yeah, and that don't give me a warm, fuzzy feeling with the dogs chasing them like that.
Well, you got your dog shots up, Pond?
Two of them I do, but one of them I don't.
And you know, them shots are cheap by themselves.
Well, you can't get a rabies shot.
You can't? Well, shoot, I got them up here.
Well, you can't in Texas. You got to take them to the vet.
What's the vet charge?
Like $40 or something like that.
Darn, man, the shot here don't even cost about $5. If you buy the stuff at the farm supply, and that's about it.
Now, does it have to be refrigerated?
No, you got the dry virus, and you got two vials. You got, with the powder stuff in it, and you got to stick the needle in the one with liquid, and then you insert it into the powder stuff, and you shake it up real good, and then you just stick them with it.
Oh. Are you sure you're not talking about the parvo and just temper shot? Because I've given them all that, and that's what that is.
No, I'm talking about rabies shot. I can give them all the other shots too, but I'm talking about rabies shot in particular.
All we need to do is just send some stuff in the mail from Arkansas. Yeah, Roger, if one of my dogs don't get skunk bit between now and then.
It comes with a little tag and all that stuff, and well, you got their rabies tag on, and, just a little, really a little hint. We get what do you call the needle, the hypodermic needle, and the two little balls, and the little tag, and that you take your pliers and snip over the collar, and you're done.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I got a bunch of feral cats out here, and they ain't had their shots either, so I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, but what I understand, if something gets rabies, they don't last very long.
We had a leash law on cats over in Mansfield, and I got tired of, I raised a garden, and I go out there and I'm busting up clods of dirt and stuff with my hands, and I didn't have a tiller at the time, and be reaching down there in that dirt, and we had about 60 feral cats over behind the house, a little patch of woods, and they come over and use my garden for a litter box, and I get my hand down there and that stuff, and oh, good Lord. Anyway, I had a big old bag of brim fillets, and I took my oil change pan, and I took them brim fillets out of the freezer, and, pull them out of the bag, and put this radiator fluid up there, and I left it up under the tail end of the truck overnight, and then all of a sudden, no more keycap problems.
Roger.
The animal control guy, he told me, they couldn't do nothing about feral cats. It's the law, so, but me and him both didn't, we're not fond of kitty cats, and, I told him, the good cat was a dead one, and he says the same thing, and anyway, made it clear that, I wasn't going to get no trouble over it, so I went ahead and did it.
Yeah, Roger. No, man, I don't know. We live way out here in the country. We got bobcats, feral cats, you name it, we've got it.
Well, see, them suckers carry them fleas and stuff too, man.
Oh, yeah. But they also catch mice and rats and all that, so I kind of leave them alone.
Yeah, but, think about here years back, and I don't know how long it's been since the last case, but I know you had a couple of cases of, we call that, the plague, bubonic plague, and had some of it out in Nevada, and I know Texas had a couple of cases here not too many years back. And then dang fleas.
Oh yeah, man, well, we're flea ridden around here every year. I gotta get them dogs. They all have to take those pills, and it's a battle every year to keep them at bay.
I mean, I might not even should have brought that up, but a lot of people really cat lovers. I've brought that up a couple of times, and people got mighty upset when they tell them what it is.
I can take them or leave them, but I mean, like I said, we've got 3 cats in ours, but we've got a bunch of feral cats around here, and all ours are male cats, because we don't want no damn kittens. But I will have to say, since we've had them 3 cats around here, I mean, they're farm cats, they eat mice, and we have a big mouse problem. Or we did have until we got them cats. Them cats, man, they will kill the mice.
Well, I picked up big old stripe at Garfield looking kitty cat. I remember it when I was about 4 years old. We was living in North Little Rock. The thing was in our yard, and I walked up to it and let me pick it up. But it just scratched me all through hell, and it hurt something all bad too. And after that, I've just never been fond of kitty cats.
Well, like I said, I can take them or leave them. I'm not real fond of them either, because when I was a kid, my mom was the crazy cat lady. She had a bunch of them, and she had 2 or 3 of them in the house and a bunch of them outside, and I hated them damn cats. I hated them. But anyway, that's, and when I was real little, my grandfather, he hated cats. I was talking about, he was talking about they're not in the Bible, and the cats are no good, and this and that and all. And I remember one time when I was a kid, there was a little kitty cat and he found somewhere around his house. And it was standing in the bushes over there meowing, and I said, "Granddaddy," I said, "what's that kitty meowing about?" He said, "He wants to get on the house." He said, "Go over there and help him up." So I go over there and pick that cat up, and I threw that cat, and he hit the side of the house. He said, "Nope, try again." I must have done that for 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, one of the lions mentioned in the Bible, that's a different kind of kitty cat. But anyway, one thing I know about is the Egyptians at different periods actually worship kitty cats. They worshiped all kind of weird shit, though.
Man, there's all kinds of weird folks out there. Last night, my wife, she gets on Pal Talk a lot. And last night there was these 2 Arab guys that came in there and told her to that they were her slaves, that they were slaves to American women, and to insult them while they were on camera.
Did she really insult them?
Yeah, pretty much. She pretty much told them. She gave, how she is, she gave them a mouthful. She said, "Oh, you Arabs want to kill Americans, you don't like us anyway, so, I don't have no problem insulting you."
That's my kind of woman there.
They didn't want no more after she got done with them. But I mean, who does that? That's just weird, weird. People are weird. I mean, I don't get it, man.
Well, y'all know one thing I've been desperately worried about Trump. And even though I was praying he'd get it, and I still pray, that he does a good job. But there's one thing I've been very concerned about with Mr. Trump, Roger.
Well, what's that?
Yeah, we wanted to see that old guy over there that, when he was running for office, Christians don't build walls, they build bridges and all that bull crap. That guy wears that funny head, tip stick, tip shoes and all that.
Who you talking about?
Talking about Pope. Anyway, right after Trump makes that visit over there, all of a sudden I open up news and see we're fixing to be letting about 1,500 Syrian nationals in here a week. Right after that visit. They just done away with the ban, and it's going to be 1,500 of them a week we're going to be letting come over here.
No, you got that all wrong, Brad. Trump tried to block all that. He's been trying to block it. The problem is his executive order keeps getting shot down, and it had to go, it was going to go to the Supreme Court, and then, pretty much that's the end. If they shoot it down, that's it.
I'm going to look at it again, all find the article, because the way I understood it's a little different what you're saying. I'm not doubting you, but the news media could be lying about it too.
No, he's been trying to block international travel into this country, especially for Muslims, since he took office. He signed an executive order to block them, and it keeps getting overturned. He don't want them in here.
I'm going to see if I can find this article. It's something, I probably read it an hour before I got in here this evening. I gotta wait for my stupid internet to come back over here now.
So, guess what I ordered today, Mr. Raymond?
Let's see. A band switch?
No, I ordered two GI 46Bs, and that's what I'm going to put in the Henry, I think.
What?
You heard me.
Those are 1,600s.
They'll do about 800 a piece.
They're 800 a piece? 800 ceramic tubes?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Because they're cheap.
Are you talking about, these are the, they look like, I guess they look like 3CX800s. They got the through the socket cooling.
Yeah, it looks like a G17B on steroids. Triode, same voltage, just more dissipation.
Well, what plate voltage these things rated at?
I think something like 3,000, somewhere around in there.
So choked input filter, definitely. I guess you'll have to be putting in a new filament transformer.
Well, either that or put a voltage divider or something, I don't know. Well, no, those are 12-volt filaments, aren't they? Yeah, so yeah, I have to put a filament transformer, but that's no big deal.
And 5 volts at 14 and some odd 14 and a half amps per tube for the 500s, but what you got now is going to be very different.
Yeah, it's a whole lot lower. Well, it is. I haven't looked at. I have to look at the filament. The voltage is the same, but I don't know how many amps they pull. But I know on the G17B, they don't pull that much, man. It's only like it's less than 3 amps.
I'm back to the cash by going. Was it a 6-volt filament or a 5-volt filament? What are they?
12-volt.
So yeah, you'll need a filament transformer. Well, yeah, you could do that. I mean, that Henry does have through the socket cooling, and you could adapt and put a chimney ring in there. I mean, it's a doable thing. We come back after I left. Well, we're going to left my. I was going to take more pictures, but I didn't. Chance, I don't want. You know, right, the Ricky the Quarmer that I told you all about, with his guys in his voice. Well, that squirrel left, didn't he? Hey, what? That squirrel left and went away. He seemed to go away. Well, he didn't come back after I read him out. You know, we were talking over the top of him like he wasn't there also. Now I'm back on my peanut whistle, you know. Alright, yeah, I'm alright. What I was told, that's who that is, a guy named Rick. I'd love to have the rest of his information myself. You got him that much. You got his name and location. I'd like to have it. Are you going to leave? You going to leave? What to do? Are you talking to me? Thought I was. Are you talking to me? Do you have his name and location? No, I do not have his name and location. No, I do not have that. They didn't tell me that. I wish I did, but they gave me his name and said it ought to be good enough to write his ass off, keep him from coming back. Please tell me he gets this letter. If he gets this letter, it'll all be over with, and the fish will be made famous on Google search and QRMING database. I mean, not you, I'm sorry, the Dagenham Next Enforcement Log posting. Yeah, supposedly all those squirrels have all been busted. They've all been bagged and tagged. Well, it's a shame we got to lose more hams, because it sounds like that's what's fixing to happen, but those hams don't need to be here anyway, because we don't need that kind of ham. Nope. Tell me what this name, Joe Italiano, he was trying to make me feel small, and he was trying to denigrate me like they always do, and it just wasn't working for him. Yeah, they don't go nowhere with me anymore. I'm used to it. I'm used to people trying that with me.
Well, I do hear them up there on 7200. What was that today or yesterday? Back at it again.
Back at it again? Oh, this evening. To Joe or somebody else? Well, okay, Rick, keep it up. Frequencies in use, but I told you that. Not welcome here. Bye. You're not welcome here. Frequencies in here. Yeah, no more squirrels. Oh, yeah. thinks he's not going to get made, he's not fixing to be made famous. I'm sure he thinks it's all a ploy or a scam or a sham or whatever he wants to deem it. I really don't give a crap. The worst part about it is he's got a super loud, I'm not going to kid y'all, he's got a super loud freaking signal. Maybe Mother Nature, it doesn't really matter, but, like I said, I hate to lose more hams, but this is not the type of ham we need. We can be rid of a few of those and it'll be just fine. I guess he's over there close to you somewhere. There's got to be down there by y'all if y'all got a big signal on it. Hey, Mr. Hayden? Yeah. He's over there close to you somewhere. Yeah. He's over there close to you somewhere. We'll be reading about him on this. You're going to get famous. Everybody's going to know who you are. You're going to get hate mail. You're going to get hate mail and so forth and so on like you never thought, bitch, once they find out who you are. Once the next enforcement law posting comes out, it's all going to be written there in black and white. And you can lawyer up all you want. It's not going to change a bleeding thing. You're still going to go bye-bye. Or at the very least, you're still going to be made famous. And everybody, I mean every effing body on every frequency or every quorum dawn is going to know exactly who you are, where you live, unless you're as smart as Joe McLaughlin and you put an effing P.O. box, for your, instead of a physical address. It doesn't really make the crap, because most of you guys aren't quite that bright, so. Well, that one is weird. Go ahead. You get made famous. Everybody knows who you are. It's going to take a while before the Postmaster General. If I talk in here, half of them can do it. Would we call this a triple there, Mark? Take this lightly. I did. We could jump in there. We could quadruple it. I still receive a lot of spam mail. I'm talking about the physical spam mail in your physical mailbox, you little bitch. That's okay. Alright, that's what you get. Remix of that triple. That's alright. It's all good, baby. That's all going well. I'll figure out jumping on both the top of y'all and call it a triple. So anyway, back to this news. The reason I'm doing this is because it's cheap and all. I hear you easily nothing out of stupid little bitch making a long transmission even. Encouraging the latest squirrel. I'm glad you made a long transmission like that, bitch. Make a longer one that matter. Doesn't really matter. Hey, in the big book, half measures available, it's nothing. Get it all, man. Come on. They're already busted, so if they were to stop now, that's not going to save them. They just might as well get out there and do their worst. They've already been busted. They're caught and tagged and tagged. And nothing, bitch. Then later on, the marshals will show up and put them off the air. But between now and then, they just might as well get out here and do their worst, because it ain't going to make it any easier to slow down now, so they just might as well get out here and do their stuff. They're going to have against it. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm trying to say something to me. I don't think I'm interested in everything he has to say. Yeah. I'm not really interested in hearing anything. I don't like stepping on them. Talking over them. I don't like that. I like doing that. As far as listening to anything that comes out of his mouth, Not so much. Don't think I'm going to be doing too much of that. As long as you come in here and talk two of them on top one, they got three on top. Now, if Brad and Mark would jump in here all at once, we could have a sextuple or something. We just another windbag, dude. Yeah. Don't interact with them there, Todd. Don't interact with them there. Others just like you, nothing, just bag of them. I can double with Todd. I can double with Todd. Look at here, I'm doubling with Todd. Balloon. Not interested. Don't interact with them, Todd. Don't go interacting with them there. Yeah. Oh man, toast that amplifier, you little sorry bitch. Don't go interacting with them there, Todd. Over and over and over and over and over and over again for 52 effing yada. Or the same shit. Yada. Same little windbag. Double. Mr. Todd, you're bringing yourself down to their level, quit it. Yeah. Todd interacts with them too much. You're interacting with them, Todd. Do not interact with the squirrels, Todd. It ain't an invention like he was going to. It finally came to the wire. It's too bad that terrorists didn't kill all them faggots. Too bad they didn't kill all them faggots. But, don't interact with them, Todd. Don't interact with them. Frequent flyer complainant list. Yeah. You're probably one of the ones. They're gonna come marshal. You're probably one of the ones that are gonna come marshal, you stupid bitch. I can pull filibuster and do it legally. Because I've given my call for KA50Y or Raymond can do the same damn thing. Him, Brad, the two Brads, anybody that comes in here and IDs their station can pull filibuster except a little no-name, anonymous piece of shit like you. Can't do it legally. So come in here and make all long transmissions you want. WA5ENG. Come on, Todd, quit it. You're too arrogant. Yeah, he does get a bit wound up there, doesn't he now, Mark? Todd, stop it, man. You ain't doing nothing but just making it worse. Just leave him alone. Do not interact with the squirrel, Todd. Hey, I didn't do anything wrong. Do not interact with the squirrel. Do not interact with the squirrels. I'm not really interacting with them. I'm tossing a word or two his way, and the rest of it's more or less about. What are they going to do? What? I mean, Laura knows better than to send me even a little slap on the wrist. She knows damn good well I'll call up there and I'll eat her out for doing that. I mean, I'll get oh, boy. Your Tom's got that obsessive compulsive thing going on. So somebody's probably talking over me. But I'm talking over him, ain't I? It's not fabricated. It's not embellished. Oh, yeah, Todd, you don't hear it. I do like talking over the squirrels, though. I like talking over the squirrels quite a bit. Kind of stuff on his head, and nobody hears what he's saying because his head is on the steps on. Nobody hears anything he says because he's getting all stepped on and stuff. I'm not really interested in anything that squirrel has to say. I'm just not interested in anything. I'd just rather nobody interacted with the squirrels at all. If you hear them out there, just get your mic, get your mic and listen to them. jibber jabber, jibber jabber. That's all folks, you don't have to listen to her. She's about talk alone. And she's trying to convince me that Tom's still on the tirade. Look at that. She swore up and down. She had a legitimate, cut and dried, winnable case. He's still on the tirade. I got two pieces of advice. How do you get from those tirade modes there? Before you pursue anything, you need to hire a set of, I know, well, you got to cover it. Tirade turns into Tyrone. One red cent of it. That he does. When John can get wound up like an 8-day class. I'm probably even more screwed up than your autistic daughter. You must be on your big one now. You're on your big one now, huh, Mark? I told him, I said, this is your little autistic. I can tell. 20 years down the road, Laura. It's nice not being a mud duck anymore, ain't it? To go through this 20 years down the road. Yeah, you're not going to feel about anybody. If they understood what you said or something, you see them acting, they hear you every time. Isn't that neat? If you try every time, and you lose every time, that's pretty cool. SB220. I know what it is. Now I know what it is. You've got that SB220 over there, and now you're over there eyeballing that. Henry over there, and you're thinking about making it into something that's maybe a little bit bigger. That's what's going on. You're thinking about making it just a wee bit bigger. Turn it from a 1300 watt. You're thinking about turning that thing from a 1300 watt box into a 2300 watt box. That's what's going on here, isn't it? Broadcast in South Texas. There's an old 900 watt behind. I don't know what you're talking about. You can think it all you want. You can try to fool you. You're going to put them two Russian triads in there. And, you're going to turn that into a 2-gallon, a 2-gallon apparatus, something that can go up there 17, 18, 19 or so, and kind of lollygag around there at 17 to 18 to 19. And that's what you got going on there. You're going to turn that, you're going to turn that from a 2K to a 4K. That's the way they rated those amplifiers, by the way, is by their input power. So the Henry 2K series is 2,000 watts input, which means 60-70% of that out, which is 1,200, 1,400 out. So then you have the 3K, the Henry 3K. And that would do, 3 kilowatts input power, and once again, you're getting about 60-70% of that as output, which puts them up there pretty close to a two grand output. That's what you're currently going to try to do. You're going to try to turn that Henry 2K into a Henry 3K. That's kind of what you've got going on there. Of course, I would never, ever run over the legal limit, ever. Oh, of course not. Of course not. They have the same pin configuration as 3-500 right? That amp that you're talking about good too. It has 3-500s in it, and there's like ceramic tubes that'll go pretty much plug and play in there. Man, they're not plug and play. They can handle somewhat the same filament, plate current, plate voltage, And the power supply on that thing is capable of doing it, so that's what he's thinking about. They're rated at something like 1,000 watts a piece, these things. you know, you got a big power supply in that Henry, but no, you gotta have a different filament transformer, and you gotta change the sockets out and figure out about chimneys and that type of thing. It'll be a bit of a retrofit, but it's, you know, it's got a good sized power supply in there. The filter cap is about the size of a gallon gas can. Well, you know what's sad to see is all of these TSB200s that are liable to end up in the junk pile or parts donors for something else. When that supply of NOS tubes runs out for them, you know, because you can't get a horizontal tube that's worth a damn for them anymore. Yeah, but you can put those G17s in there. Hey, guys, I'm gonna tell you this, man. You met me before. I know you, Todd. I know you're a good guy. 20 minutes from you. That's right. You met me before, and you need to do yourself a favor. You need to get away from these evil people. Yeah, boy. Another one of those squirrels, and we're supposed to accept advice. We're supposed to accept advice from a coward and a fool. A coward. Scaredy cat. A coward and a fool. We're supposed to get advice from a coward and a fool. Hey, Todd, would you ever take advice from a coward and a fool? I damn sure would not. Yeah, his no call sign, which makes him a coward. And of course he's a fool. But, oh well, a coward and a fool. Yeah, he's also getting squished, you know, and also getting his head stepped on. You know, he's getting his you know, head all stomped on and stuff. Poor guy, a coward and a fool. Coward and a fool. Oh, what time is this? 1:46. What date is this? Saturday, 27th, okay, 27, gotta get the date down, 27 May, 1:46. By the way, you remember Ramey runs that digital recorder here 24/7, and so anytime you might get something that happens over the air that you might want to retrieve, just write down the date and the time, and Ramey can retrieve the audio for you, because the digital recorder runs here 24/7. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Just all you need to do. That's right, it runs here 24/7. And so here it is. I'm about to go to bed. I'm going to do 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Let me know how long this goes on. Oh, I'm already getting a heads up from Ramey about the digital recorder thing, because he's going to make squirrel files tomorrow. So tonight's activities are going to be posted tomorrow on YouTube. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So what do you think there, Todd? You going to take advice from a coward and a fool? From a scaredy cat, little coward and a fool? Yeah, Todd, you are going to take advice. I was just going to warn you, if he's got to take advice there from a coward and a fool. I think you would be very smart. Idiot. I'm not interested in hearing from the coward and the fool. I'm not really interested in. And I'll just step on his head, you know. I'll just step on his head. So anyway, one more time. I can hear you over this cloud. So just go ahead and answer. You don't have to worry about listening to anything that this coward and fool needs to say, because none of his words are worth any consideration. So I was just curious, is he going to take any advice from this coward and this fool? I don't take advice from unidentified queers. Oh, yes. Not interested in a coward and a fool.
Little teeny little bitty bitty teeny tiny little bitty teeny tiny little coward, tiny little fool. No, I just just think of it how absurd it would be to accept advice from a cowardly little fool. Yeah. I'm not really interested. He's always got that fool, but he's a coward and a fool. I'm just a coward and a fool. That's what we've got in here in our receivers as a coward and a fool. I just don't really put much trust in any words that come out the mouth of a coward and a fool. If I don't hear them, I'm not missing anything. Not the little. Yeah, I'm just not gonna bother listening to the words of a coward and a fool. Coward and fool doesn't have anything on offer that I'm interested in listening to. And so I just talk over him, and I'm not going to pay no mind to coward and fool. I'm not going to pay no mind or listen to anything he has to say. But I will take great delight in stepping on his head. Stomp. I love stepping on the head of a coward and a fool. So I'm going to do that here and do a little squirrel stomping, how we say. We have the full version of those recordings that you put on YouTube. We have the full version of people should be slaughtered. We got the whole thing with your 5 views. So that's inside farming business and talking trash. I did receive an NAL from Riley Hollingsworth, a notice of apparent liability, and I have a strange feeling this guy here is going to be the only recipient of one from Laura Smith. Look at I'm bagged and tagged all these crackers anyway. Yeah, but I mean, this guy's taking it a step further. He's coming in here, he talked all this trash, made all these threats, and tried to give other people advice under the guise of anonymity and disguising his voice. And he really thinks they're not going to take some sort of enforcement action against him. Right. So no, I thought, man, it's all good. Just let him. And I forgot about Raymond. That's right. Because I've been able to go pull up anything I wanted to hear that I didn't hear. I've been able to pull it up on YouTube. This little bitch is already famous, then. It'll be posted on YouTube in the next 3 days or so. Yeah, all you got is 5 views on YouTube. Interestingly, that this cowardly fool has all these important anecdotes that he wants to tell me that I'm not going to hear, because I'm not going to hear anything. I wonder why he's trying to tell me anything if he knows I'm not going to be listening to it. I'm not going to listen to anything he says. Because I can talk over him. Not interested in any of this stuff that he has to say. I'm just not going to bother listening to it. I don't interact with squirrels, but I do like stepping on them, so here he is, providing me with some entertainment out here. I get to step on some squirrels. I do love stepping on squirrels now. I do get a kick out of that, so. Yeah, the might as well go out there and do that Gypsy Rose Lee thing, Let me entertain you with my cowardly squirrel. Absurd and ridiculous. A train wreck on display for your
no self-awareness to boot. You know what, Raymond, while you were talking, now he's making threads. He just made a thread. I'm glad Ramey's picked that up, because Ramey's stuff probably, given the location, it probably can pick him up a little more consistently than I am. Sometimes he's fading in and out, but while you were talking, he was making threads, talking about knocking on people's doors and stuff. Now we're getting into U.S. Marshals and Department of Homeland Security territory. It sounds to me like the boy's been drinking, and that's okay though, because the Department of Homeland Security don't give a damn when they show up at his house. Okay, about oil. No, what I'm saying is, come on, we'll have marshals at the house. We got the whole recording. Video has the whole recording. From what I understand, they got the major cormers and you got the minor cormers. And minor cormers really don't make a lot of noise. They don't transmit very often. They may even be engaged in legitimate activities elsewhere. And they're trying to separate those out from what I understand. Then you got the major cormers. They're more concerned. They're more concerned with the more active members of these cormers. The more that's what my understanding is. So there's still quite a few people. They say there's still quite a few people. Over a dozen. Counting the orphanet cormers, it's over a dozen of them. So. They're like some high profile, and oh yeah, Haney is one of them. They got him tagged. They've been out there listening to that guy for several weeks. Got several weeks on him. But since then they've moved on. Now they're, I guess, assigned to some other cracker out there. But yeah, they had a fellow out there several weeks off and on. Haney's activities. All this time we thought they weren't doing anything, and they were actually bagging and tagging squirrels. I guess they're trying to impress the boss. Yeah, I'm just not interested in anything that the squirrel would have to say. I'm not interested in the utterings of a coward and a fool. It's not going to profit me to piece more than 2 or 3 words together, so I'm just not interested. I'd rather be stepping on them. I'd rather have my foot on my head, and pushing them into the mud. I'd rather do that, so that's what I'd do. But don't interact with them, Todd. Just don't interact or respond to them. It's nothing but garbage that comes out of their mouth. They don't have a single sentence that's worth even bothering to interpret. So certainly you don't want to interact with them. Bunch of cowards and fools. Yeah, that'll be interesting. My dad said we'll have to wait about 60 days. Because I understand they're going to roll all these guys at once. But yeah, they've already been bagged and tagged. They might as well come out there and do their thing like they're doing now. They're already caught. They're already busted. They just don't know it yet. So they just might as well just carry on and, do their stuff with wild abandon. If they stopped everything now, it's not going to help them. It's too late. They're busted. They're toast. They're history. They're going to become part of history. So. But whatever. whatever, Todd. Just don't ever bother trying to interact with them. They could fight you for that, you know. They could fight you for that, interacting with the squirrels. If there's ever going to be any infractions, let them near the wells be doing it. You know, don't gather no hate mail to yourself. We don't need none of that. Yeah. But as for interested in anything that comes out of the mouth of these squirrels, no, just not interested at all. I just rather push the button on my microphone and do meandering musings rather than hear them in my receiver. So, talk over the top of them. Just talk over the top of them. That's the place in life is to have footprints on their face. That's their proper position. So make sure your footprint goes on their face. That's where it belongs. You certainly don't engage them in conversation. So, this guy, you just let him talk to himself. This guy that's talking right now, just let him talk to himself. Nobody can hear him because he's being stepped on. And, there's no reason to even bother with anything he says because he's getting a boot in his face. Getting my boot in his face, which is, the proper place for my foot is right there in his face. They always kind of massacre, they come like that. Yeah, he's talking over the top of him, Raymond. I wouldn't worry about it. Carry 5 off Friday. That's the idea. There's somebody else in there, y'all. Who's the other station with the sounds like a rack?
Yeah, Todd, these people are taking advantage.
Yeah, yada. No squirrel. I'm trying to offer you advice. Yada. See, I'm not really interested in anything this guy has to say. I think you don't have to interact with him at all. His words doesn't mean anything, and deserve no consideration at all whatsoever. Yeah, Raymond, there's somebody else out there with a rack, a full rack it sounds like. He's not very loud, he's not a farmer, he's somebody else. I think he wants to ID his station and come in here and make a comment. KA5, LL. Hello, WB5 what? Okay, well, I'm not hearing you real good. Marilyn, turn that rack off and crank it up and come on in here. Conditions are a little funky. He can stand to brighten up his audio. Rack audio crap is no good for punching through noise unless you get some high boost going in there. Man, what's that? I don't know, but did I get the call right? WB5, Foxtrot Alpha X-ray, is that right? Okay, come on in here. K5LYL, we got Raymond, N5. Oh, my mind, I think my meds are starting to kick in. LAX, and we got Brad in here and a couple others. Come on in. Yeah, it's Mark, man. That's all the time up there on the other one. Oh, yeah, I know. Hey, Mark. I'm getting ready to shut it down. Oh, goodness gracious me! Hey, Roger. I'm going to get some water. I shall return shortly. And yeah, Raymond, I forgot about all the recordings Ramey makes, 24-hour stuff. Anyway, all right, I'll be back. K5, go on. Yeah. Digital recorder here on day and night, 24/7, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, well, when you're doctoring a recorder,
and then, but you will be become famous. You're gonna be famous, this guy. He's gonna have have a signal out there, and me stepping on him. It's the sound of a squirrel being stepped on, and will be on YouTube. That's where we're gonna make him famous. Sound of a squirrel being stomped on, boot landing in his face and in his nose and in his eyes and up his nose and that's what you're going to hear, the sound of a squirrel getting his ass beat. That's what you're going to hear on YouTube tomorrow or the next day as soon as Raimi gets it posted. The sound of a squirrel getting his ass smushed into a a big old boot landed on his face and pushing him underwater, and you're going to get to hear it on YouTube. You can hear the legitimate stations putting their boot to ass and kicking some squirrel ass. That's what we're gonna make a YouTube special out of it again. Exactly, but in case I get a visit from any enforcement entity, I want to have something to protect myself with. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water. Cast out going. Inside, LAX. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice YouTube squirrels getting this kicked and getting this puny little radio station stomped all over. That makes really nice YouTube audio clips. Stomped all over and boot up his ass and a fist in the face and just stomped his ass into the ground, and it makes really good YouTube. Yada, 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 yada. He's out there hollering and screaming and hollering. But he can't be heard because he's getting his ass stomped into the ground. I'm going to keep talking every time. Yada, 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 yada. Yeah, I got a call sign. I can keep talking. This is Inside LAX stomping this squirrel's ass into the ground. Yeah, it makes really nice YouTube. It's going to be entertaining, actually. Pretty entertaining. Randy said he's going to go to bed, but he said just let him know how long it lasts. So far it's 2:06, and we're just going to make a nice 2 or 3 hour YouTube of the squirrels on 3822.5. Getting their puny little transmitters stomped into the ground. Stomp, 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 stomp. It makes for humorous YouTube. Like, hey, here's another squirrel getting his ass kicked. Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, they just kind of stomp his ass into the ground. And not really interested in anything that squirrel has to say. He's out there talking to the background out there, and in between the syllables, you can hear him. We'll probably hear him in there. And you can hear you'll be able to hear his ass getting kicked all over the place. Too bad. Poor little tiny little squirrel getting your ass kicked. Inside the LAX. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. That's the whole idea. So you can make some humor out of it, man. Then we've got a YouTube clip in the creation. What's more funny than how a squirrel get his ass stomped, man? That's good stuff. Yeah. He's gonna come out here and watch me stomp his ass again. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I slipped and my boot landed right in his face. Do you see that? You gonna hear me? I've done it again. It's just drowned him right into the mud. Oh, poor little tiny little squirrel. Poor little guy. He got his butt kicked. Yeah, he's screaming into his radio, and it's not doing any good because he's a little peanut whistle, little tiny little itty bitty teeny tiny little peanut whistle.
Now he's got to let it cool down. He smells the smell.
Yeah. Well, you doesn't have a big 400-pound piece of iron sitting on the ground like I do. I can go in like this for hours and hours and hour after hour after hour. Hour number 1, number 2, number 3. I mean, I could do this for, well, no, I couldn't do it forever because the operator fatigue, of course. After about 3 days, I think I'd be just about had it. But my equipment would still be going. And the shifts. Yeah, you just gotta have a big 400-pound piece of iron on the floor. You get one of these, you can do this, and you don't have to pay it no mind. You just get it there and yammer, and you can show them what continuous duty, full continuous duty broadcast service is all about. Yeah, buddy. You know how to keep score? How many people burn their crap to the ground trying to hang with me? That's how I keep score.
Often duplicated, but never imitated.
That's right. Yeah, you gotta have a big ass transformer sitting down there, you know, then you have to pay it no mind. You get out here and yammer, hour number 1, hour number 2, hour. I mean, after like 5 hours was Tim was saying, unkey that bitch, you're roasting me alive over here.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey man, that's how you do it, man. You just, you're out there jacking with the crap, trying to squeeze every last watt out of it, and then they'd be burning their crap to the ground. And when they're all burnt to the ground, when they're all in flames, everybody's crashed and burned, you're the last man standing. Yeah, standing on your 400-pound transformer, of course. In Fabella.
WA5NG. Yeah, I don't have the big transformer, but I got enough transformer.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm used to this. This is my native environment. Come on out here again. Where'd you go, Squirrel?
You're letting this stuff cool off, man.
Oh, poor little squirrel. Yeah, poor little tiny little bitty desktop.
He's smelling the smell. You know the smell.
Hey, my transformer would be stanking.
Probably got a window unit going on or a fan or something right now going, come on, cool down, baby.
It don't help. Yeah. There's no substitute for heft. Transformer does not have enough surface area on the outside if you're overloading it. I don't care if you had it at the North Pole, it would still overheat. It's just the nature of the beast, man. There's no substitute for size.
What do you got? You got the 220 running off of another transformer still?
Well, no, I'm running off this transformer off a separate 110 line. But because if I run it off 220, the voltage is too high, and I do not have a variant or anything. This transformer is for 41000A amplifiers. It is not meant for 31000Z, so it's meant for 6,000 volts, not 3,000 volts. But that's okay. If you run 110 into the primary, you can get 3,000 volts. But, it is 110, so. But yeah, it is on its own circuit. Gosh, it is what it is.
I'd love to see an amp meter on the 120 volt line right now every time you key up and talk.
Carrier, it's 23 amps carrier. And 23 amps carrier is not really much. It's, what is that? Let me carry the input, 23 amps RMS. Okay, here we go. 2760 watts I'm asking off of this transformer. carrier. But of course, voice it doesn't pull that much. I'm only averaging about 1,000 watts. And it's a 4,000 watt plus transformer. I think it's like 5,500 or something. I'd have to read the data tag. It's really close to 6,000 watt transformer. Needless to say, what I got running off of it now, I mean, I'd have to lock this thing down for 12 hours just to get it lukewarm. So, you know, it's not exactly in what you would call an overload condition. It's in this continuous duty, last forever condition. That's what it's in.
Yeah, never mind your 3 amps over what the breaker's rated for.
Yeah, well, I got it going into a 50 amp breaker, but, that's all I had in the fuse box.
Oh, man, I bet the wire's getting hot.
Not at 23 amp. I got number 12 going to it. That's on the studs. No, it's just, the wire's pretty cool. Besides on the sideband, that was carrier. That's 2,700 watts carrier, 2,300 on voice, and my average is only a third of that, so it's really not that, there's no load on it. The transformer came out of a Collins 20V AM broadcast transmitter, you know? Came out of the Collins 20V AM broadcast transmitter, you know, that's for AM, that's for dumping that big-ass kilowatt carrier out there. And it's hardly doing anything down there.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Tim. Want to come out here and step on some squirrels? Yeah. Let's see, it's 2:15. Got to give Rainey the time so he can retrieve the clips. Always looks like it might be about a 2-hour audio clip. Yeah, we'll make them squirrels. I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear my station stomping on squirrels. I get a charge out of listening to my station stomp on squirrels. Imagine all that. Where was it during the transition time today? I had to do it all alone. Well, did you do it? I took care of it. Listen, to take care of it right now, too.
He told you back of the booth.
We got the squirrels out here. No, I think they're done beat up and butt hurt. Okay. Good night, then. Good night. I'm back to bed. One time. I won't forget Don Keaton when I was sleeping. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah. It's not really it.
Don't worry about it. W85 engine.
Oh, y'all want me to wind Raymond up? Y'all guys like I did last night, what?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shut the damn frequency down, didn't he?
Cuckoo.
Ron, your ass on too, didn't you, Goober?
But I was on little stuff, and I had to go to bed.
Yeah, I know you had to go to bed, because after 2 hours of turnstile, you was out of there, Homer.
Cuckoo.
I'll wind him up once on these sides turnstile. Oh, Raymond. So where was you during transition time?
Oh, no, I wonder where the coward went.
Cowards.
Oh, yeah, the coward is where one.
I ain't worried about no cowards. Don't worry about it.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hello, Mr. Tim. That's a signal right there. I ain't shitting you.
Hey, you got an ass on yourself. You might if I hold it. He shows up after the squirrels are gone. Oh. say those are after the squirrels are gone. They're all used up and butthurt. Mind if I hold it, Mark? Yeah, I kind of do. Now, you got intimidated. You saw 10 signals, but I don't want to. Exactly, because I'm a midget, right? That's right. You have to pick me up and stand me on the top, you know? Okay. Let me hit pass down. He sounded like he was hitting a liquid current pretty good. I'm just wondering if I can get 30 foot of pole on top of my 50-foot tower when I get it up so I can be big like Tim. 30 foot of pole on top of a 50-foot tower. Damn. I got a tower on top of those poles. Figure that one out. He does have that. He's got a tower that sits on top of a pole. Of course, the pole is drill stem, so. Got to try to get So kid, he's got this big ass piece of drill stem, and then he's got a tower stacked on top of it. Yeah, he told me about that. 30 foot or something, 20 foot piece of pole, a drill stem, but it's another 40 foot of tower on it or some shit. I think it's like a 30 foot pole. He's got 10 feet of it in the ground, but above the ground it's another 30 foot. It's a piece of drill stem, man. 33 foot of drill stem with, it's only got, what, 25, 28 feet of tower on top. I think maybe that pole, he had it cranked up pretty good. Maybe it's like Raven was talking about, had one of them amplifiers, couldn't quite handle all that audio and all that shit for a very long time and trashed it. And that's how I keep score. How many people burn their crap to the ground trying to hang with me? Right? A bunch of them. But I'll take you on. Let's go. Let's just hammer down. Ready? I never will forget when they used to do that on 3898. Damn, Robert Mercer and them, they'd get it on. They would really strap it on with the horse race and all that. Oh, my God. Hell, yeah. I think I lost all that. I used to have a bunch of 3898 recordings. I think I have maybe, out of all of that, I think I have a good mean-ass 45-minute long one of them arguing with, you may or may not, Raymond, or maybe Tim does, or maybe you've sandbagged on him before, Raymond, but you remember Alan White or Ron Crow? Oh, goddamn. Oh, somebody heard it. Yeah, I'd say that name. Oh, which one, Alan White or Ron Crow? Well, Alan White for sure. Well, I got a 45-minute long recording from about 1993. I guess it was about 92 or 93. I kid you not. All the way from back then. The original 830, I was using the original 830 that I got from one of my Elmers, and I used to run similar to what I run written now, but instead of for an audio capture device, I used to run regular tape decks, cassette decks. And I have a 45-minute recording of Ron Crow, Alan White, and Robert Mercer, oh yeah, and, well, all the old 3898ers, the big, what are they talking about? The badass 3898ers. Some old goobers. Going at it big time, boy. Them and those guys, those
I think still on 3927. Oh, I mean to tell you, it's a blast.
I guess I'll go back to bed now before I run into everything. Come on, hello, Brother Tim.
That's funny, man.
You know, I don't know why it was one of the audio things. It still is a snobby, hobnobbing talk.
This is before all that.
You're an asshole today.
Like I said, it's about 1992 or 1993. No, they were probably, to guess, I'd say they were probably all running 940s or 950s maybe, something like that.
Yeah, I'm actually turning my knobs a little bit there.
I know what you're talking about, oh yeah. God, ran through by. Oh well, at least they tolerate me. I mean, I know, yeah, they may be snobby and all that, but both Ron Crow and Ellen White will talk to me at the very least. Yeah. So I gotta give them at least a little credit for that. Maybe they just tolerate me. I don't know. I've even bought a radio from Ron Crow. I bought an 850 from it. It looks pretty damn nice.
I didn't deal with that. And during transition time, Raymond.
Hot fresh.
Had to deal with them. Oh, goodness.
You pig, L.I.L.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, I guess I better haul my little butt off to bed and I'll be worth the crap tomorrow.
Oh, see you now. Come in, everybody leaves. All right, later.
I'm not leaving. I'm on the line and was able to get some stuff fixed on the cell phone. So yeah, I don't want to push it again too much.
I'll have to up on this frequency again.
I love you, Tim. You all right? Oh, shit. Love you. Have a good one. Later. Can't go on. Let me get it right.
I told you, ain't nobody nowhere to clear out a frequency like me. Ain't been here 4 minutes, everybody's leaving already. Bye.
How's everybody? How's your thought leaving sleep, man?
I've been here the whole time. I ain't even got up tight on me. We're getting on you next. We're going to work on you next. And I'll find somebody else to get rid of.
Alright, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I mean, I got a yard and a half that are still staring me in the face I got to fix, so I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay, go on.
Work on that knob. That knob. Work on that knob. That knob on front radio. Detune that pump. What did he say? I can't hear him. Damn it. Yeah, I've come in just to say hello and running a perfectly good frequency. And I went to hell in a handbasket.
You ain't ruining nothing, brother. I gotta do it. I won't be worth a damn.
Ain't worth a damn anyway, so what's the difference?
Well, we know that, but I gotta try at least. Later. I'll talk to you later, buddy. K5, go well.
Did you get them pictures of Lane Mall?
Yeah, they expanded out to see the track hole. You know, it looked like an ant perched on the side of that hole.
That's on the other hole. On the other hole. That's on the other end of the other hole that's wet.
Yeah. You had to blow it up to get a sense of the scale.
Yeah, it's 3. It's one big giant dry hole with pipes in the bottom of it. Did you see that?
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's where fish gonna live. That's a habitat. If you fell right here, you fell about 60 feet. And then the tank, the dam that's in the middle, half of this coming out, gonna drain that one into that one. And then the other one that he was down there digging, they're going to get off in there and take the rest of that dirt out that he didn't cut out. The snow white hood on that hood of that truck today looked like the Sahara Desert with a half-inch dirt on it. I took a picture of that hood, and that hood was, the white truck was sand brown. It was in camouflage. That one, but you see the wiper blade. So this one's a big asshole on the ground. It is a big asshole on the ground. And I spent my time with my little bucket driving around the top going, oh, don't go the wrong way, don't slip, bitch.